here we go. You're just about to see the final table. Player on the other table got eliminated just now. This is the 1750 Daily Deep Stack Knockout. Wow, this guy's been running good. I don't know where I'm at. I think I'm like 6th or 7th, something like that. There it is, final table. Yeah, I'm coming in 6th, but it's very close. The middle three of us, actually from 3rd down to 7th, we're in the 70Ks. So it's going to be a bit. I got 7 bounties, as you can see so far. Those are worth $5 a piece. And we're trying to take it down. I'm going to put up the final table numbers in just a second. I don't mind this, but I don't love it. I kind of am expecting this player to go nuts very quickly. We're going to play this hand, and I'll put up the final table numbers. That looks good. Not bad. I think it's all working okay. Yeah, the mic's good. There we go. We'll take that down. I guess we should check this, and since it's a final table, there we go. Nice. All right, I'm going to grab the final table numbers. We'll only see the top 7 payouts, but it's whatever. Let me grab that for you guys. Hang on 1 second. Looks weird, I know. There we go. And we're going to save this. King Queen's not bad. Very active player, but he is coming out of 1st, so I'm just going to let it go. Let's save that. And then put on the final table numbers. There it goes. Does that look right? I think I can move that a little. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks all right. Maybe a little big. There we go. Can only see the top 7, so it's whatever. But I think it's fine. All right. Well, that's a good hand to get. It's kind of awesome. This player is kind of fishy, so he may play kind of weird. That being said, I don't think I'm going to get too fancy. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the 3-bet. He's kind of fishy, so he may just jam any pair. This player is very aggressive. So with him calling behind, it's kind of whatever. I don't know how many kings he calls with. Maybe king, queen. Maybe pocket 9s. I'm going to check. Having the ace of spades in my hand is a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and just call and go for the river value. I'm trying to get hero called by a 9. I think we just go kind of big. Yeah. Well, we break 100,000 for the first time in the tournament. That's pretty good. Putting me in 2nd. Not bad. Looks good. Let's see here. Desktop audio is off. Music's on. Okay, you can't hear me talking. That's fine. Looks good. Let's see if this all works. I think I checked this, but I didn't check the sound.
I mean, come on. How do you guys expect to beat me?
Yep, there it goes. Looks good. So min cash is, or not min cash, but ninth place pays $29.98. Eighth is 41-ish, like $40.99, and then you can see seventh on up. Can't see it all. It's interesting. I don't think I could have gotten much more out of him. I don't think he ever has a pair there. He may have had some kind of weird ace. Wow. Flop the Strizzle. Well, he's out. Can't really expect much more out of that. Alright, so we ladder. Up to, what is that, $41 plus bounties. Top prize right now would be worth like $450 to me because of bounties, so pretty good. That's if I only eliminate one more player. Thank you, Hayden. It's good. I'm in second by like a couple blinds. This player is super active. So, you got to be careful, but we obviously can't fold that. A pair. Player tends to overplay value. I'm not too worried about this. Call. King's bad. We'll see how much he protects. Yeah, that sucks. There's really no bluffs in this guy. So, I mean, he has some little moves, but he's either got me now or he's got so many outs, it's disgusting. Like, he's got diamonds, spades, overcards, at least. I think we just let it go. It's fine. I'll get him. He's one of those guys, once you flop top pair on, he'll just bang all the money in with kicker problems. So, he overplays, but he's not making moves, really. Now, you have been kind of an issue. This player's very aggressive. I do like the 10-jack, but it kind of depends what happens. I'm going to go ahead and raise. I haven't raised this player's blind yet. We were on the other table together. So, I limped a few, and then we'd go to the flop, and I'd bet, and he'd fold, or I'd limp, and he'd raise, and I'd fold. So, it was kind of, from what his perspective is straight up. But I kind of did it so I could start stealing when the blinds got higher and we're on the final table. So I think that's just what we need to do. This is interesting. This player is super aggro, and that's a 3x open. I can't really see him folding. This should just be a big bet and a jam, unless he's really worried about hearts. But I think if you have any kind of hand that, I mean, a 3x open, maybe it's ace-queen? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. I don't know if I want to 3-bet him, like, off the bat. He's so active. I don't think Chai is going to squeeze. This player may squeeze, but I think I'd rather have position and just call, keep the pot a little smaller. I don't really think I'm worried about these guys unless they wake up with hands, so. We'll see. He's thinking about it. I mean, but then again, like I said, he's not really, you know, playing squeeze monsters, so I got to imagine if he does something, he's got a hand. This player is very aggressive, yeah, and I'm very solid. Wow, that is a quick call. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of the way. Sucks to see the ace, but there's got to be an ace here. I mean, I think even if he checks, I think he's still got an ace. The only hand that really check folds is queens, maybe kings. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, maybe it's just kings. That's kind of ridiculous that he raised that much and then just gave up. Like, you're kind of better off just jamming. Interestingly here, if I raise and he jams, I have to call. This player limping is kind of a problem. You'll see this in bounty tournaments when they think this player is going to jam. So I'm not going to get last action, so I'm just going to fold. If he wasn't there, I would open and then expect him to jam, and I would just call it off. But In this scenario, he can absolutely be trapping like hands as strong as 10 plus. 10s plus, that's funny, I said it. Then it comes out. Or maybe he has something like, you know, Broadway's, King Queen, King Jack, King 10, Queen 10. He could have had a suited ace, I guess. I guess he just took a pure passive line. That's kind of odd. Blinds go up, so shouldn't get 3-bet. Me and Crypto. Didn't really expect him to do much. He may be looking to make a move on me, but I think we just keep pounding on it until we get resistance, because I'm not like tooting my own horn, but I'm the only player that he's like backed off against. But I think he's smarter but over aggressive. So he's backed off against me and literally no one else. And I've kind of gotten out of the way on him a few times. So if I had to call it right now, not just because of our stacks, I think it would be me and him if we get down to 2, or me and this guy. Just because he's a little too tight, so he's going to get in those situations where he's going to be forced to win. Like, he's going to be forced to play perfect. So, like, I don't really think this is far too often a trap, but I don't really like the flop check. I don't care what you have. I don't like the flop check here. Unless you flop the absolute jiznoit, like Queen 10 of hearts. But I think a lot of times you're just going to have a pair and you should bet, yeah. Crypto defending wide. I mean, it doesn't seem wide, but at this stage of the tournament it kind of is. Especially when he's so chipped up that he's able to have folds. Like, he doesn't need to, like, make 3-bet moves and shit like that. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know what this is. I don't know why you don't raise here. Like, see now this player, if he just bets anything, like if he just bets 1 blind here, he's going to win the pot. Because unless this is exactly aces, kings, I don't think there's ever a trap here. Because this player's a little aggressive, but not really. And this player's like a dead stick. So, like, he's not pulling moves and squeezes and, like, unless you have exactly aces, ace, king. The problem is, though, that this can be all 2 pairs. This can be all 2 pairs that are now full. This can be 10 jack. This can be 7 10. Look at that. There's the lead. This can absolutely be an 8. It could be 8 9 for sure. Wow. If he keeps betting, it's got to be 8 9. I really feel like it's never a 9. It's got to be 8 9, because he's not betting the turn with just a 9. So unless he had exactly ace 9, but I think it's more commonly that he has 8 9 there. Because, I mean, and that's the thing, he gave him the price. I don't know how, well, he's got some chips now. Maybe he's going to work with him. All right. He's fairly solid, though. But he's the kind of guy you could break here with a 6. So, I'm going to call. If he checks here, I'm going to bet the river. He shouldn't have too much going on. As long as he doesn't have a king, I think I'm good. Yeah, that's a good float. It's just kind of standard. Like, my hand just looks like a 6 a lot. It often looks like a deuce, but, you know, I think a 6 is very reasonable. Hey, I think I'm chip leader, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Look at these big opens. This is kind of a technique I've been seeing a lot lately on WSOP. It's kind of, you know, interesting. What is that? 112 for the new high. Ooh, ace king. Get out of the way. So he goes 4x. He's going after the bounty. This is super balls, but I don't think he calls me with anything other than aces or kings. He's going after the bounty. That's what this is. Wow. Ace or king, please. Hold. Oh, for the love of God, hold. That is a monstrous cooler. I can't I wouldn't have called with queens. I really wouldn't have. I would not have called with queens. That's fucking suicide. He opened up so big that the only thing I should be jamming is aces and kings. The only exploit is that I have ace king. That's fucking insane. That's the only exploit that there is that I have ace king and I just jam. But I'm jamming aces and kings there. Nobody should be jamming ace king. We would have gotten the money in anyway. But he just gave up pretty much guaranteed second place money at least to go after a $5 bounty. That's the dumb shit that happens here. I am monstrously in the lead now. Look at this. Look at this going down. You got one out, sir. Oh, you got chops. You get twos for chops. Ha! Chop it up. That's actually kind of better for me. Yeah, that's honestly, I would have folded the queens. If I'm him, I fold the queens there. I know it sounds insane, but I actually fold the queens there. But I don't open for 10K. I'm not going to open for 10% of my stack. This is a bad jam. Yeah, good fold. I'm leading it by 120,000. I'm not going to go crazy yet. I think when we get down to like 6 players, then I can start really leaning on people. Crazy. I really think that's bad. I think if you put that in an ICM calculator with the queens, it's absolutely a fold. It's absolutely a fold. Because he just gave up so much. And yeah, if his hand holds, he wins the tournament, but there's a difference between calling off and jamming. Like my jam, it's risky, but it's the only thing that's supposed to call me is aces and kings, and I have an ace and a king, so I like my jam. I really do. It's kind of crazy. It's great that it fucking won the race, but I think I'm just way correct there. Like, way correct. So, got 8 bounties now. Knocked 8 people out of this tournament. There was 130 players, and we got 6 to go. 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 6 to go. I don't mind playing against you. Ooh. Nice. And he raised my blind with that. This is kind of interesting because... Yeah, because he's in there, so like... I think we can call if he folds. We don't want to re-raise because this player's not going anywhere. The only problem here is the jam here. Like, if he has, like, 8s here, he should jam. But he just folds. We got a gut shot to the 6. If he jams, we're calling as long as he doesn't raise. We definitely call 5K. Check. He could have a king. Yeah, good for you. He wasn't slow playing, but I think he lucked into it. I think he has like 9-10 there. He lucked into it for sure. Now, if these fuckers would get out of the way, you really shouldn't be going after this bounty. Yeah, this is dumb. I'm going to let it go. It's fine. Yeah, see this guy, he's just utter. He's what I call utter. Meaning he's very ABC face up. and also inexperienced. So he's doing bad things. Like he's going after this bounty for no reason. This is $5, right? You knock the guy out, it's $5. This isn't a progressive bounty. It's a flat $5. So there's 7 of us left. The next pay jump is more than that. So like, I get it. If he knocks this guy out, it's that plus the pay jump. But at the same time, it's stupid to extend yourself like this. And I think I was right. It's going to come down to me and him. Yeah, because he's calling and he's just going to check fold. You're never going to get the money in good. Like, ever. Unless he has a flush draw here and you have an ace. You're never getting the money. He's never going to bluff you. It's like a spite thing. He's just going to fold immediately. I mean, yeah, you can take chips from him, but I think going after that is stupid. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, I thought about it. It's like $200 worth of equity he just gave up. So those queens were absolutely the wrong play. Gotta send a text. Yeah, those queens was definitely wrong. All right, so I'm sitting at 212. This guy's got 136. The next closest guy has 80, which is over here. Yeah, it's gonna come down to me. This player has the most potential to do something, but I don't see it happening unless something freaky happens. I don't like the fact that this guy's gonna go after this bounty every time. Like, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. It's $5. Like, you could get into a situation where you could end up losing 30,000 chips. So, if he wasn't so short, I would, well... So now if he goes all in and he calls and he has 50 and he has 20, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and raise. I thought better of it in the end. Because CT can trap me and re-raise back, but Chai may just fold. And with this player being so short, Agratis should fold, or Agrostis should fold. Agrostis. He's probably going to call. Yeah, if he rejams, we can get out of the way. I could re-raise, but I'm just going to call. See what happens. I think we just go check down. Hope for a jack. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Well, jack wouldn't have been good. That's fine. We still got 200k. I don't mind it. He would have called anyway. It only cost me 10k to take a shot at it. And we want to make sure that somebody gets the shot, so that's cool. I can't believe this player's sitting out. I guess he's still in the bathroom. Where are we at? 6 players left. $77 plus bounty. Wow, that was quick. I said this guy's got a shot. So, down to 5. 107 so far. I'm going to go ahead and raise. This might be seen as a steal, but I haven't played any moves yet, so I don't know. Hopefully this guy doesn't realize how good of a jam spot this is. And I'm going to bet. Nice. Very good. Simon, get out of the bathroom, man. You're at the final table. Guy laddered twice while he's taking a shit. So there's a lot of pressure for these two on ICM. That's a good raise. Anything he has here, he can raise. It's good positionally. Ooh. I was going to say, what happens if he raises after not being active at all? Do I want to go for 70 or do I just want to call? I think I want to 3-bet to try to discourage this. If he jams, I think I might have to call. I mean, I think he jams ace-king, right? So I think I really only lose to jacks here. So I'm going to check. He should be afraid of me having ace-king as well. I mean, I got a good hand, but it's kind of the minimum. 6 isn't bad. 10 on the river is pretty good. It takes away chances he has pocket 10s. I do think we go ahead and go small. Look like a bluff. Maybe we get called by a jack. Maybe king, queen. Ah! He almost folded. If I go bigger, I think it's more obvious that I don't have ace-king or anything that can beat ace-queen. That's funny, though. Scary. Have an extra soda. He's back. I'm going to leave his blind alone for one round. King 9's not bad. If it was suited, I'm not folding it, but I mean, I might. These players are getting kind of short. 6 minutes to 3,500 blind. They still have 20 blinds apiece. It's kind of good. See what happens. I got housed in the fucking cash games today. So, like, I think I need, like, 3rd place to break even on the day. Yeah. I lost, like, 5 buy-ins playing cash. Wow. That's a nice play. I like the check on the flop. And there's really no danger. That's kind of weird, though. How did that... So, flop, he bets small. Check, check, turn. And then the other guy went for the bluff on the river. That's kind of stupid. That's fucking hilariously stupid. Did you tilt that easily? Really? It's kind of crazy. I mean, these players are way too active. You're gonna get whittled down, brother. Man, should have played the Brunson. I got the good removal. Wow, no c-bet ace jack. Well, again, I mean, I guess he's waiting for the straight, but this is kind of, I mean, you're in position. I know that it's bad for you out of the blind, but what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. I haven't flopped a set this whole tournament. I'm going to check like I'm trapping. I think even if he bets the turn, we call. I'm going to bet half pot like I'm protecting against the flush draw. Yeah. It's just more believable. I don't think betting the flop does anything for me. Like, if I'm going to steal it, I'm going to steal it. And I'm not going too crazy with the opens, so this is alright. He is really getting in there with me. I'm going to check. I'm going to bet. He can definitely have a 10 here. He can have some kings. He can have a lot of fucking draws. He can also have like 10 jack. He can have like... Wow. Did you have queen 10? He might just be getting tired of my shit, right? So, I don't think I can fold just yet. That 10's a bad card, because that's really the only card he can have. Does he ever have a king here? I kind of doubt it. I think we chop with queen. He might have been bluffing the spade, but I think I lose here like 60% of the time. He made the ace-jack nuts. That's so funny. Wow, he's not 3-betting. That is an absolute 3-bet out of the blind. I don't think he folds if I bet the flop. I really don't, because he's keeping the pot small so he can draw to shit like that. Ugh. And here's the crazy part, is if I'd had queen 10 or queens or kings and had the full house, he would have paid me off. So he should be betting the river himself, because I really can't fold there when the 10 pairs. But it's whatever. If he's not going to 3-bet, he's going to get... I'm going to fucking steal from him way too much. I guess I could have just bet the flop, right? I could have... the thing is, it's only a 2-street value, so like because of the flush draws, I can either bet the flop, check the turn, bet the river, or I can check the flop, bet the turn and river. But then the turn comes out and he goes for the raise, but there's so many flush draws. No, I like it. I can't believe you can bet the river, though. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, I have queens? Wow. Ace 10. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the blind. He calls. I am going to go for the small value, because he can have some aces, but he shouldn't have many. Occasionally he has a raisable hand here, like the 5 of spades. That's kind of interesting. I think often he also has like the king of spades here. So we get a check back. I'm going to check. Yeah, he was calling with any spade. That sucks, because I can't bet the turn. I could have bet the river, but he called for the gut shot and then ran out the flush. That's funny. That's really bad. And he's defending with 6-7, which he kind of shouldn't be. Like, he should be 3-betting it or folding it, really. You call if it's suited. Damn, that's annoying. It's alright. I got plenty of chips. I don't like these bets. This is just... 2 blinds? Like, yeah, you're going to get raised. This is just, you know... You should have bet the flop, bro. Yeah, because it's just the 2 bounties. If you have like ace-10 here, you can jam. That's kind of the best spot to be. He's got really the catbird seat. It's really good. Because if this player enters and he's in the blind, he can just jam. Wow, my man is not fucking with my blinds. It's actually closer than you think it is, because he's never going to call. So it's a good spot for him to call. If he has like ace-9 suited, he should call here. Any pair, because if he takes this guy out, you know, it's the bounty, it's bullshit, but he gets up to 100k and he's in contention. My friend here is too interested. Oh, wow. I could have called that. That's kind of weird. Wow. Give me a razor. Give me something I can raise up here. I'm going to do it just because I don't expect too many bullshit jams. It's kind of a great jam spot for him. Yeah, it's fine. Spade, 5. That's why you raise those. I've ran pretty good this tournament, but you have to run good in every tournament. 9th bounty. Play the old 9-6. That's proper range. What do we got here? Nice raise. What do I want to play for that? How about this one? Flush on the river. Got the Robbie. This is either jam or fold. I don't think we want to let him flop, so I'm gonna walk it. Him being short is kind of better for me. Like, it's whatever. Ooh. This can get sketchy. I'm just gonna raise. Hopefully he jams. No. Gonna bet kind of small. So now he knows I didn't bet the other one. I'm going for value. I mean, he can definitely have some kind of weird pair, but I think we just bet twice and we just keep going. 248k. How many chips are in this fucking thing? I got a calculator here somewhere with it. 650,000. So. Good blind structure in this one. Ooh, 250k. $250,000 club. First one to be there. So this is interesting. I don't want to call it because this should be a jam quite often. With 10 blinds behind. So if I call, he should be jamming like 70% of hands. Nope. It's a little bit wide because this... I want to get him to jam. It's kind of good either way. Like, if he jams and doubles up, it's kind of good for me, too. That is a monster open. Like, you could just go 9K. You don't have to go the full pot. Yeah. Call. I'll defend. This can't be threes. I'm just going to show him respect. He's making the wrong size bet, but I'm just going to give it to him. It's fine. At this point, it's got to come down to me and him. Fold. Fold. I am going to call.